Okay, guys, you are in my DVD cabinet, and it's honestly a pretty nice setup here, honestly. Yeah, you're surrounded by DVDs. You can't see them, but I see them. Anyway, I'm about to go head to the theater in about an hour's time. I will be watching the Happytime Murders. I've actually been quite looking forward to this one. The trailer is top notch. I think it's going to be pretty funny. And as keen to all these reviews, I often do my best to attempt to avoid the Rotten Tomatoes score, so it doesn't affect my judgment. But when my friends end up bringing it up to me without realizing that I have a rule like that, and upon hearing the actual Rotten Tomatoes score, it's very low. I think it's in the 20s. And I know it's like I form my own opinion, but that just kind of like throws me off to know like people are not having the best time. But then I also hear recently that some people said it's a pretty good time. It's not the best film of the year, obviously, but it's like far from the worst. So I think we're gonna find something in here that I'm going to enjoy. Well, you'll get my review after I see the movie in an hour. So we're gonna head to the theater right now and show you guys around the different posters, different displays, as always, and then let you guys know what I thought of the Happytime Murders. So let's go. That's where I sit. I haven't been in this auditorium, so it's a little bit of a labyrinth. Auditorium number 13. Yeah, I've just never been in this one. So let's go there. That's kind of where I started to get lost, but it's obviously not hard to figure out this way. Okay, we're gonna stick inside the DVD cabinet because I kind of like it. Okay, I'm back from the theater. An hour and a half of raunchy Muppet goodness. It is interesting. It was really interesting, and I know everybody who worked on the film had a great time. They actually show some of the behind the scenes during the credits rolling, which was really cool. I know they want to make more of these, but if you guys wanted to make more of these, you probably should put a little bit more into it. Now, I'm not saying in terms of the puppeteering. Puppeteering is a whole profession that takes a lot of handiwork to get right. I understand that. I mean, they show it, as I said, and I very much deeply appreciate it. I'm not saying there's any faulting in the puppeteering. It is beautiful, legitimately Muppet quality. I'm just saying the story, while pretty solid, it's just there's not too much like investment into it. Now I know this isn't like a big drama or anything; it's a comedy, but that's not to say comedies can't be. Because I'm about to pull from my DVD shelf right now. That's not to say comedies can't have character connection that you care about and have heart, like the Jump Street films I have here. There is so much humor in it, of course, first and foremost, but like they give you times for dramatic elements and heart. And they do it in this film. It's just I didn't feel as big of a connection. Maybe that's due to the short runtime. Maybe if it had ran another 15 minutes to hour 45, hour 55, maybe I would have enjoyed it exponentially more. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it either. That's the thing with this film. It's like it's not as great and impactful as something like Jump Street, but it's far from bad films. Like, I try not to own bad films, so I can't pull anything from my DVD collection. Okay, this is... Don't judge me for having this, but I do have Michael Bay's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's an example. Like, it's... Okay, well, it's better than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was gonna say, Ninja Turtles also isn't as bad, but it's like worse than this. Like, I'm trying to say my point, and the point is, this film is a fun time. It really is. I want to stress that. If you guys want to just go out, and you're not looking for, like, your next favorite film ever, but you want to see this new concept of adult puppetry at the most expensive level of the Muppets, I mean, literally, it's Muppet quality. This is by far the best Muppet film, and I will fight anybody who says otherwise. Muppet Treasure Island is my favorite. What I'm saying is, films like this are not something you're going to invest a bunch of time in again and again as your favorite, but I don't think you'd be disappointed if you saw it. Like, what I'm saying is, it's a solid, passable film. It's not bad. Far from bad, far from the worst film of the year. Personally, I liked it better than The Meg that I saw this year. I'm still trying to see as many films as I can now that I'm on AMC's A-list, which has been fantastic for me, because otherwise I wouldn't have seen The Meg or Teen Titans Go, or this for that matter. And I'm happy I have, because this was honestly a good time. The audience had a pretty good time, it seemed. I didn't have like a huge crowd. I'd say like about a little over half my theater sold out. So, it's pretty solid. What I'm trying to stress is this film, as I keep saying, is a good time. It's a good time if you want to just go out, you want to see a fun new comedy, you gotta hear. Because there is like a lot of interesting elements. The world is so fascinating. It really is. I want to see more of this world. I just don't know if we will be able to. It really, I guess, is going to come down to the box office and maybe video purchase and rentals once it comes to home media, because that's really how sequels get made. Whether it does critically or not, it does come down to money in the box office. So, that being said, definitely go check it out. Support it. If you haven't seen a trailer, I commend you, and don't. Because normally with comedy trailers, they show too much, and that's why I was really happy that they only had the one trailer. But they do put a lot of great stuff in the trailer that would have been nice to have seen for the first time in the film. So that's where I stand on that. The main puppet, he was cool. Cool. Well, I mean, like, he was a good protagonist to follow. Like, I wasn't disappointed that we were stuck with this guy. I thought he was pretty alright. Melissa McCarthy was really good. So was Maya Rudolph and Kristen Bell. They were all really good. They weren't like bad or anything, as I'm saying. Like, I'm just what I'm trying to say. This is not a bad film. It's not a bad film whatsoever. Nothing about it is like bad. It's just not as amazing as you may be expecting. It's just, I don't want to say average, but it probably is that. But I feel like average has a bad taste in the mouth when I speak it, because it's just, I don't know. It's just, it's a fun time. And if you go with an audience and they're laughing too, you're going to have an even better time. But, like I said, you're not going to find the next Jump Street in this film. Would I go see more? Yeah, I would. I would hope they put, like, a little bit more effort in terms of story. Maybe beef up the runtime 15-20 minutes, and I feel like you can have something really solid, because the mystery you follow, it's not bad. It's not bad. It just was kind of lackluster in some points. And I know that's another bad word in terms of reviewing, but that is how it is. It's a fun time. It's not bad. It's just nothing majorly spectacular. Like, for example, comedies seen this year, Ant-Man and the Wasp, I enjoyed it more. Teen Titans Go in the movies, I enjoyed that a lot more. But I did like this more than The Meg. But I also have The Meg rated as my least favorite film of the year. But to also put you in perspective, I haven't really seen a film this year that I didn't like. So, that's where we're at with this. This was the Happytime Murders. Jim Henson's son directed it. Good job, man, for your first outing into raunchy comedy from the production studio Ha, which I believe stood for Henson Alternative, which is pretty cool. If they've made other things, I'm curious to check that out. If they haven't, well, that's a big investment. It's fun. So I'm gonna take off, guys. What you guys think of the Happytime Murders? If you did see it, let me know. I'd like to chat with you about it in the comments as always. And if you haven't oh god, sorry, I just ate. If you plan to go see it and you somehow came to me to be decided, go check it out. If you like a nice put together raunchy comedy that's a pretty fun time, go check out the Happytime Murders. Honestly, support it, because I would like to see more of these films. Just be vocal of any criticisms you do have for future installments, because I would like to see another type of thing like this. I know the creators wanted to return to these characters. I'd be open to that. For a more improved sequel. The Rotten Tomatoes score, I actually wanted to... I'm filming on my phone. Of course. So, last I checked, the Rotten Tomatoes score was in, like, the 20s, from what I heard from a friend, as I said in the beginning. Does it deserve that? No. If I were to rate it, like, out of 5 stars, I'd give it a 3 out of 5, which would also be a 6 out of 10, which would be 60% on the tomato meter, so somewhere in the 60s. Maybe like low to mid 60s. Yeah, I'd put it there. I don't normally do ratings, but I figure I'd just throw my hat out since I'm talking about the tomato meter. So that's where I stand on the Happytime Murders. And that being said, guys, if you enjoyed this review, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already. And that being said, I hope you have a great day. May the force be with you always. Is that a good close? You're in the cabinet. I thought I'd try it.